Beset on all sides by the tides of war, this once quiet colony became a savage battlefield. 7 armies clashed on this one world, each refusing to back down. Each convinced it was in the right. From beneath the sands of Cronus' central desert came the Necrons, ancient machines bent on eradicating all life. But another evil already had its eyes on the planet. From the depths of the warp, the demonic forces of chaos arrived to enforce their claim. To oppose these fearsome powers, the planet's rulers in the Tau Empire sent their elite soldiers and sophisticated battlesuits into the fray. From the mighty Imperium of Man came the Imperial Guard, there to secure Cronus for the glory of the God Emperor. Like a green tide, the Orc horde descended on Cronus, caring little for others' claims and sowing destruction in its wake. The Eldar, ancient enemies of the Necrons, emerged from their webway to pursue their own agenda on Cronus. And last came the Space Marines, finest and most uncompromising of the Imperium's soldiers. Seeing a world beset by aliens and heretics, they undertook a great purge. A dark crusade had begun. It could only end with the total victory of one of these factions, and the total defeat of all others.
Okay. This is Warhammer 40k Dawn of War, Dark Crusade. Now, this game in and of itself is an expansion of the original Warhammer 40k Dawn of War. The game is a real-time strategy game where you capture locations, build units, and defeat your enemy. You get to choose between which army you're going to play. Now, I have played the tabletop version of this game. I've played the Tau army, Tau Empire. I have done skirmishes with Space Marines. I have not played the Orc. I have not played as Necron. I have played as Imperial Guard. I have done skirmishes as Eldar. And I have not played as Chaos. I've done rather well as both Imperial Guard and Tau. I've always wanted to have a computer version of the tabletop game, and it just does not exist. That said, this game is a lot of fun. The Tau are a quick-hitting army if you're efficient in your playstyle. The Space Marines are a strong army. I intend to do this series as one in which we will go through every army, and we're going to learn how to play each army somewhat, because I do not know exactly how to play the Orcs or Chaos. They have a very special play style in this game. But I'm going to start as the Space Marines, being they are the flagship army of the company, Games Workshop. We will use them as the flagship army of the series.
The Space Marines of the Blood Ravens chapter arrived on Cronus like the mailed fist of the Emperor. Acting under orders from his chapter master and chief librarian, young brother Captain Davian Thule ordered the Blood Ravens to carry out a thorough purge of this world. The chapter master had told Thule that ancient relics of the chapter were hidden on Cronus. Artifacts from the mysterious early years of the Blood Ravens. These sacred items could not be allowed to fall into alien hands. Captain Thule ordered the withdrawal of the Imperial Guard forces stationed in Victory Bay. But Governor Alexander flatly refused to pull his men back. Thule judged the governor a good man, but had little choice but to send his Space Marines to battle the governor's troops, along with all the other powers on Cronus. The Blood Ravens' willingness to fight soldiers of the Imperium did not go unnoticed. Whispers began that the relics on Cronus were more damning than holy. Only the war's victors would be left to decide the truth of the matter.
The game, of course, has a running story. Now, the way this works, I can only attack along the lines that are red, but I can move into any space that has a green line. Now, obviously, I have no green lines. You can see that there is a wall between me and these provinces to my borders.
Welcome to the single-player campaign for Dawn of War, Dark Crusade. These tutorial windows will guide you through the first 2 turns of play and introduce key features of this all-new campaign mode. Your goal is to conquer the planet Cronus. This world's inhabited continent is divided into 25 different provinces. Your conquest of the planet will happen 1 province at a time. The campaign map is your major interface for directing your troops' strategic moves. Individual battles are fought on the smaller-scaled battle map. This province is your stronghold, or home province. It is from here that you are launching your conquest of Cronus. If your stronghold is ever conquered, you will be pushed from Cronus and lose the campaign. Since this is the first turn, this is the only province you currently control. The enemy factions each have their own strongholds identified by banners on the campaign map. To win the campaign and make Cronus yours, you must conquer all 6 of these heavily defended provinces. The figure of your commander indicates the current position of your main army. You can only attack a province that borders the province where your army is, so its position on the map defines your options. The enemy factions each have armies of their own, and also can only attack adjacent provinces. One of your enemies, however, controls a spaceport in the Pavonis province. He can attack all over the map.
So the Pavonis province...
These arrows show you where your army can move or attack this turn. Red arrows indicate attacks into enemy provinces. Green arrows indicate moves into friendly provinces. Since this is your first turn and you only control your stronghold, you must attack an enemy province. To move to or attack a province, left-click to select that province and then click on the Attack or Move button in the right panel. We should begin by attacking an enemy province. Select the province you want to attack and click the Attack button. Left-clicking on a province always brings up these arrows, unless you have no more moves left this turn.
Moving into this province will get me First Company veterans. Moving into this company will also get me First Company veterans. This is Oreshta. I'm looking for Pavonis. That's Victory Bay. Green Coast. I don't see where the spaceport is. There it is. It's not in a controlled area. So what I want to do, I can go to either of these provinces and then strike into the spaceport. And that's exactly what my plan is going to be. And because the Orestan Plains gives the same amount of requisition as the Panrea Lowlands, but is defended by a strength of 1. I'm going here. Now by going here, I'm going to face a lower level opposition. And when I'm done, I'll have the position to attack here and take the spaceport.
This screen shows you the forces you are leading into an attack and allows you to return to the campaign map if you decide you want to attack later. Since this is your first attack, most options aren't yet available. When you're ready to attack, just click on the attack button. This will take you to the battle map, where you will face enemies in a game of Dawn of War.
I'm going to allow the tutorial to continue because it's giving you the same information. I have played the game, but I want it to give you the information that I would otherwise be trying to explain to you, probably much less elegantly.
Yes, Lord?
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium.
Now I start out on this plateau.
Scouts reporting for duty.
There's my
Scouts
first
in
unit.
position.
He's gonna grab
enemy
that.
territory. Scouts reporting for duty at your command.
I'm gonna have him
Strategic
grab
point
that.
identified.
I'm gonna reinforce him as well.
Scouts reporting for duty. Scouts here.
And he's gonna go over here and grab
Infiltrating
this.
enemy territory.
And
What is your will?
reinforce that as well. This guy
Yes,
is a
Lord.
builder unit. We're gonna get him a job to do.
I will do as you ask. What is your will?
Builder unit.
Defending objective.
Control 8. He is going to build our first listening post.
Initializing build
Scouts
protocol.
awaiting orders. Commencing infiltration. Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord. Secured.
Yes, Lord? I will do as you ask.
Scouts in position. Strategic point identified. Secure. Scouts awaiting orders. Search commencing. Scouts in position.
I
On
want you
patrol.
right there.
I await your instructions.
I want you upgraded.
I await your
You
instructions.
come back here and build another plasma
With
generator.
all due haste.
Today the enemy shall know fear.
You upgrade.
Here to serve.
And now you come over here.
Yes, Lord.
Defending objective. Scouts ready.
Okay, both of
Scouts
you
here.
come here.
Infiltrating enemy territory.
Yes, Lord. With
Build me
all
that
due
listening
haste.
post. These listening posts secure this location, but more importantly,
Yes, most beneficent one.
okay, what do I need? I need a barracks or an armory. Gotcha.
Yes, most beneficent one.
Build a barracks.
Initializing build protocol. Here to serve.
More importantly, Ken, get over here.
Yes, most
Position
beneficent one.
secure.
With all due haste.
Scouts ready. Yes, my lord. Strategic point identified.
What we're doing is we're grabbing strategic points.
Enemy spotted.
Where? I see no red marks. Now, Group 9,
Yes, Lord.
build me a turret right here.
Build routine 721 initiated.
8,
I await
build me
your
a turret right
instructions.
here. I want some Space Marines to join our commander here.
Position secure. At your command.
Yes, Lord. Build routine 721 initiated.
These listening posts draw requisition out
Marine
of
squad
these
deployed. What's your order?
locations.
Orders received, brother.
I await your instructions. I will do
Marine
as you
squad
ask.
deployed.
The Emperor protects.
Here to serve. I will do as you ask. I await your instructions.
At your command. Infiltrating enemy territory.
Once we have control of this, we're going to have a significant power base. But you see what we just found here?
Space Marines, attack!
That's the Imperial Guard
Attack!
listening post.
On my word, Storm!
Taking heavy fire.
Yes, my lord. Scouts in position. Scouts charge.
Kill the run-of-the-mill infantry first.
We will take them down from here.
This is a commissar.
Taking
He's a
heavy
special
fire.
type of officer. I'm bringing that other scout squad in.
Scouts in position. Our aim is true. At your command,
What would you have me do? Today the enemy shall know fear. My aim shall not falter!
Taking damage.
He who stands with me shall be my brother.
at your command. The enemy is in our sights. Scouts advance. Our aim is true. Strategic point identified.
Yes, Lord? With all due haste.
We're going to defend this choke point. And now we have control of this entire nodule of this terrain. The Imperial Guard has a disadvantage when dealing with Space Marines, and we're taking advantage of that.
Praise the Emperor.
Area secured.
Yes, most beneficent
Scouts
one.
reporting for duty.
Initializing build protocol.
I sense danger. We will root it out.
The little skull probe here, that detects infiltrated units. And of course, its purpose is to spot things that can't be seen.
I await your instructions.
Now what's going on here is I have a heavy turret and an upgrading listening post. These will provide cover for this corridor. I have 2 turrets providing cover for this corridor. This is now a closed area for basic infantry.
Yes, most
Taking
beneficent
hits.
one. Yes, Lord. As you wish.
Attack! Yes, my lord.
Scouts carry bolters. I gave one of them a flamer, which is very effective at breaking morale, and they're about to become infiltrated. That's what that research is. I'm going to give the command element another I
Here
want
to
to know
serve.
I can't build that until we have the Fortress Monastery.
Scouts
But I'm
in
going to
position.
send another scout unit over
We'll
here.
move ahead and mark any enemy positions. Getting into position. Command.
Now you see this red circle? That's something the Imperial Guard can do from their command headquarters. It's
Scouts ready.
basically like a radar scan. They're calling in a satellite scan to thoroughly search the area. Because it's a computer opponent, they
Marine
kind
squad
of cheat.
deployed. We are the Emperor's chosen. Fear our
Because
wrath.
they know where I am. And say,
On
yeah,
alert, brothers. The
we're
enemy must be
searching
nearby.
there for the scouts.
He who stands with me
Fear
shall be my
denies
brother.
faith. Under fire.
We'll move ahead and mark any enemy positions.
Funny how the red ring always circles the scouts, isn't it? But that's because the computer always knows where the scouts are.
Here to serve. I exist to serve. While initializing build protocol, I await
Taking
your
heavy fire.
instructions. Initializing build protocol. Yes, Lord. With all due haste. I await your instructions. Build routine 721 initiated.
Getting into position.
Now, you see what's happening here?
Taking hit.
They're using either grenade launchers or mortars to attack this machine gun. And again, they're using their ability to spot my infiltrated units excessively.
Yes, Lord. I exist to serve.
Because they can. There's nothing I can do about it.
Yes, most beneficent one.
I can now build
I will do as you
another
ask.
building. This
Under
is
fire.
Sacred Artifact. But now you see I can have more special weapons. So I'm going to give each squad a sniper rifle. I'm going to give this squad 2 sniper rifles. But I'm going to give other squads plasma. This squad has sniper rifles as their primaries.
Yes, most beneficent one. Yes, most beneficent one. Initializing build protocol.
The second turret is going to be a upgraded turret. We're going to put a anti-vehicle weapon on it.
Fear denies faith.
Because they are going to face mostly infantry, but potentially tanks. I'm balancing our Space Marines.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace.
With the weaponry to deal with it.
What would you have me do?
Faith is our shield.
They're getting plasma and 1 missile launcher for anti-vehicle use, and they're getting heavy bolters for anti-infantry. That's all research.
Yes, most beneficent one? Build routine 721 initiated. With all due haste. Build routine 721 initiated. I await your instructions.
The chaplain may not have a job yet. I'm not necessarily going to give him a Space Marine squad to...
Marine squad deployed.
The chaplain does better with terminals.
We are the Emperor's chosen.
All of this research can be done again now.
I am the Emperor's will made manifest. I accept the challenge.
I'm going to move
Bless the mind too small for doubt.
him
I shall
over
rally
here,
the troops to your cause.
but I'm just going to leave him standing around. But a librarian and an apothecary could be quite
Yes,
useful.
my lord.
What would you have me do? Today the enemy shall know fear.
They are leader units. The apothecary is a healer unit, and the librarian is a unit that uses mental powers.
Yes, Lord?
I cannot build this until I have the Fortress Monastery fully researched.
My powers are yours to command.
There is no such thing as innocence, only degrees of guilt.
I have awoken. Even in death I still serve. Moving out.
Apothecary ready. What are your needs?
By
Who
assigning
requires
him
my
to
aid?
work with the Space Marines, he lends his power to the units around him.
I have awoken. I am the instrument of his will. Faith is eternal.
My faith is my shield.
Command me. Command me.
Okay, now this is a strong infantry unit. We're going to attack
My aim shall not
out
falter.
to here. There should be a listening post reinforced right here.
Taking damage.
The AI does not deal well with two things at once.
The enemy is attacking.
Attack! Search commencing. The enemy is in our sights. Lining up our targets. Scouts charge. The enemy is in our sights.
Even in death I still serve.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
What are your needs?
I'm going to capture that.
I await your instructions.
I want this
Build routine 721 initiated.
in order to build Terminators.
On patrol. The enemy is in our sights. Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord. The enemy is in our sights. At your command. Scouts charge. On patrol.
Mission accomplished.
Scouts in position. Our aim is true.
This may be the only... That was the only... base that they had, and that is the kill. So we have killed them and secured our first victory.
As you conquer more and more provinces, you'll be awarded pieces of special equipment for your commander. This equipment is called war gear. You will never be awarded a specific piece of war gear. Instead, for each award, you get to choose one piece from the list on this screen. Note that you may have to get some pieces of war gear to unlock other, more powerful versions.
Okay, the one thing I definitely want is I want a piece of war gear to allow the commander to see infiltrated units. So I'm going to look to see if there's anything like that. And I don't see anything that indicates it would do that. So now I'm going to look for extra protection or extra abilities. The Alexian Blade replaces standard chainsword, and that upgrades to the Demon Hammer. Clearly it's a melee upgrade. The Plasma Pistol upgrades the Bolt Pistol, and then the Melt-A-Gun upgrades the Plasma Pistol. The Iron Halo protects against ranged attacks and increases his health. The Veteran Pauldrons, it greatly increases health. So that's something that's worth looking at. Greatly increases health. It uses the word greatly, so it's important. Protects against melee attacks, increases health. Increases health and damage. This does both, so it makes him stronger in combat and protects him. Or it increases his health. Increases his speed and health, so he's faster and stronger. And then this enables teleportation, which would be great if I was going to add him to a unit that teleports. Which I might do at some point if I start adding him to Terminators who have teleporters. I'm not doing that currently. So, greatly increases health. I'm going to take that. And Plasma Pistol, because we got 2 items. I'm going to take that. Now you see I have 600 points. I am going to go ahead and... You see we have a strength of 5 in this province.
Congratulations. You have conquered your first province. This victory has given you several rewards, including a piece of war gear and the bonus from the province. Every province on the map has a special bonus. This bonus is displayed in the right-hand panel when you select the province. Some provinces give you the ability to train a special unit for your commander's honor guard. Once trained, these units accompany your commander into the initial stages of battle. You can train these units, or retrain them if they are destroyed in battle, from the commander screen or the attack screen. Other provinces give you special abilities, like the Era's Badlands, which gives you the ability to attack twice per turn. This is the province that you've just conquered. Notice that it has changed to your color, that your army is now here. Whenever you conquer a province, your army moves to that province. You can only move or attack once per turn, so your turn is effectively over. Next turn, new provinces will be available for you to attack. When you are ready to let the enemy factions act, click on the End Turn button.
What we can do right now is I can use the Commander
This screen
button.
provides you with a snapshot of your progress in conquering the planet Cronus. It includes a running tally of your conquests, your commander statistics, your honor guard, and more. If you haven't yet trained an honor guard unit, or you've lost one in battle, you can train it on this screen by simply clicking on its icon. You can also access the War Gear screen from here.
So, this unit costs 200, so I train it, and then I go back. Now I can go reinforce.
This screen allows you to garrison troops in a province. These troops will be ready when you fight to defend this province from enemy attacks. Stationing troops in a province costs you planetary requisition. The available units are on the panel. Later, you can recall these troops if the province is no longer at risk. Recalling a unit will give you back half the planetary requisition you spent to station it in the first place. Be careful. All your purchases will be final once you accept the changes on this screen.
So if I want to put infantry here, and then I push accept, this will start this with 2 infantry, but now it's a 6. Excuse me. Now we have one last thing to do before the end of this recording, which may actually be a lot of things to do, which is end the turn.
Each of the enemy factions will now act in turn. Like you, they each have their own strongholds and armies. They will each move their armies, or attack and reinforce their provinces in turn. Pay attention to where your enemy's armies are. Armies will reinforce nearby friendly provinces under attack, bolstering the defense with additional troops.
For chaos! Fall back and regroup! Judge! Tremble before my wrath!
It is now your turn to act again. You'll notice that you have gained planetary requisition from the provinces you control. Each province produces planetary requisition every turn. You use planetary requisition to reinforce your provinces by stationing troops there and to train honor guard units. To reinforce a province, simply left-click on a province you own and then click on the Reinforce button in the right-hand panel.
Okay. At this point, I am going to save. And I'm going to close out this recording.